Hey everybody, we're coming live to you from our digital desk here in the Alaska's News Source newsroom, and this is Picture Alaska, because we are going to be featuring some of the photos and videos that our viewers send in. Sometimes they make it on the news, a lot of times they don't, because we have limited time, certainly on the weathercast and even on the newscast, but we do have the photos as well as videos gallery on alaskasnewssource.com. You can always check those out. I try to click through and make sure that we accept as many as possible. Some of them are related to news stories, so you don't necessarily need to see a car accident, but we are going to share some really cool videos and as I mentioned, photos. It really kind of started out with photos, so thanks to the viewers, this has become quite a feature here at Alaska's News Source and through the Weather Department. Now let's get to our features that we have through this day, and it's breakup season here in the state of Alaska, but we're going to start first into Canada, where Dawson noted that they had a breakup, and that occurred on April 28th on Sunday. Sebastian Clark takes a series of photos for the days leading up to breakup and then for the days following, and he's done this for a long time, so you can kind of look up his history of doing that. But you can see the confluence of both, not just the Yukon River at Dawson, but also the Klondike River flowing right into that. So it's starting into Canada, and we've also noted that there are breakup conditions beginning to release a lot of ice rotting and then releasing as the breakup season continues. This was from Dennis Jones, and this video, I'm glad it's playing, because sometimes it doesn't play as smoothly either on this streaming or even on TV. So I'm glad that you're getting a look, because just 24 hours prior to that, there was not really an open channel. It was just kind of a muddy brown water overflowing the ice, I'm surmising. So thank you to Dennis Jones. And signs of spring. Do you know what kind of bird that is? I did not. I had to look it up, but it is a colorful bird, and it is called a varied thrush. And so Wendy Johnson, I happen to know that this must have been spotted in the Gulkana area, because Wendy, or Tulsona, because Wendy frequently submits photos from that part of the state. So thank you, Wendy. Sign of spring right there. I always like to look up little facts. Oh, dust devil. This is kind of cool. And you can see quite clearly, it is not a tornado. At least it does kind of have tornadic action, but it is not a tornado because it is not associated with a mesoscale cyclone, which would be a thunderstorm, in other words. But Jeff Simono sending that in out of the Palmer area, and I'll let it play because I think he kind of zooms in a little bit, and this is why Picture Alaska is kind of cool. You can kind of let it play out and see. But I love the fact that it was so high up into the atmosphere, and don't be fooled. These can still pick up dumpsters. They can cause damage. I've seen it here in the Anchorage area on the east side too, where a dust devil kind of destroyed a carport, and when that went down, boy, all the cars underneath it were smashed a bit. But you can see how it's picking up some dust and debris, and hey, in the valley, you do know that it is very glacial out there, so you have that fine silt at times that deposits seemingly everywhere. Even here in Anchorage, we feel that way. Look at the glow from this full moon shot. I'm going to give it to you in the way it was sent to us. Kim Sharp out of Homer. A lot of times it's easy to get our landscape photos in, but I just made sure to so you could see the whole photo, from the cloud cover being highlighted by that full moon to the really glow of that full moon, so bright on Kachemak Bay. Almost looks like it's just spotlighting. Hey, you wanna come to the spit tonight? It's like, okay, I am drawn. Maybe it was some kind of other type of influence. That would be kind of freaky. I don't mean to freak anybody out. I know that there's folks out there that might be going, I think might be. Now, in Southeast Alaska, I know that in Hawaii, through the winter months, you see humpback whales, and they're usually kind of lounging, either having babies, and they don't really start feeding again until they get back to Alaska. And this is a behavior called Bubbl Net Feeding. I did write down a few kind of statistics about it. It's a behavior engaged in by humpback whales as well as bride's whales. And it is one of the few surface feeding behaviors that humpback whales are known to engage in. It's a type of feeding that can be done alone or even in groups, and as many as 20 whales participating at once. So thank you to Jacqueline Malik for sending that really cool thing in. Other signs of spring. We'll get to more of your, oh, I guess I did that twice, didn't I? Oh well, thank you again, Jeff. But can we go backwards? Yeah, we'll try. Does it go backwards? Oh well. We'll save. No, that's fine. It was a red-breasted nuthatch, I'll tell you that. And you probably have been hearing those birds, as well as redpolls. A lot of people have been saying, man, this songbird activity has been amazing. So, yeah. So those were red-breasted nuthatches. I don't know if you know much of about those little birds, but they kind of have a little bit of a longer beak, shorter legs, and they can really hang upside down walking on trees. They like to kind of make little hum type sounds. It's kind of a soothing little sound. I know I could make the bird noises, but I don't know if we want to go that far. And also the little redpolls are cool. I don't necessarily, they kind of chirp as well, but I know that I really love the chickadee sound. Those are very distinctive. It's a chickadee-dee-dee-dee, and that's a sound that you would hear in the spring. Chickadee-dee-dee-dee is how it sounds. So crocus flowers popping up, that's another sign of spring, and that is in the valley. So thank you so much to Jake for sending that in. And for other signs of spring across the state of Alaska, we're looking pretty good. I think that's about it. I don't know how many I planned, but oh, I wanted to get this one. Can you see there seems to be a blurry spring right in the foreground. A mosquito. I know, Jackie, why did you even have to mention it? Oh, somebody wants to know about, it looks like Anchorage did not break the snow record. You are correct, we did not. We're in second place, and no real snow chances. You know what? My husband did ask me about this. However, while we look at Denali, a snow-covered mountain, he did say, Jackie, when is the latest that Alaska or Anchorage has seen snow? And I said, well, I know it's up to May 6th, and I think it could be even later, but it has to be measurable. It has to be at least 1/10 of an inch of snow to be measurable. But I do recall seeing snow as late as May 6th, and it was wet inches of snow. But you know, when it's that wet, it just kind of compacts really quickly. So if the Weather Service was able to measure it, it would indeed be a May snowfall. So I don't have those May snowfall statistics right in front of me at the moment, but it can snow in the month of May. Let's get back to our Denali photo, and Doreen Booth sending that in. Let's see, I think there might be something after that. If not, we'll just start back at the beginning and we'll wrap up Picture This Alaska. Oh, here we are, back into the start of our program, and what we'll be talking about again is your photos and your videos. We love seeing them, and make sure to send those to us. You can always look up our website, alaskasnewssource.com, and it's a tab right at the top on the bar toward the right. So easy peasy, and I will be looking at your photos and videos. So thank you so much for joining us, and make sure to join us again for our newscast again this evening.